Imagine you and your team can hire and retain the best talent. Your clients come back for the best offering more often. Your shareholders get the best value they can think of. Your organization is known for sustainable solutions. The answer is better management. My next book, Better Management, offers 6 principles for leaders to convert management into a competitive advantage. But psst, don't share it. Not even the publishers at Lid know about that yet. Here's a sneak peek into the making of Better Management. It allows me to share how I write my books. First, I will share how I prepare for the writing. Second, I will share how I get started. Third, how I actually write it. And fourth, what I do once it's there. So let's begin with how I prepare for the writing. Why do you write another book? Well, it's a mix of marketing, my business, and the passion for management as the content of what I write about. I need the story. The story goes as follows. In times of total disruption of businesses, management likely is one of the last remaining sustainable competitive advantages. Better management offers the triggers and the measurement tool to think about management as a competitive advantage. The idea started with our diagnostic tool. We have used this during the past 20 years. Let me share the tool with you. What you see here is 6 pillars in that sense. They are all measuring individual parts of better management. First is whether the organization gets work done, whether it creates value. Second. Third, whether management is specific at that organization. Fourth, whether management is hard to copy. Fifth, whether there are no shortcuts to better management. And last, whether management is deeply embedded in the organization. With our diagnostic tool, we are able to measure all of these aspects, and in combination, that is what better management is all about. So, for whom do I write the book? To be honest, I do this for myself. I use my experience as a CEO and document what I should have had or known 50 years ago at the beginning of my own career. In that sense, it's for all managers in their career as CEOs. When do I write a book? I know that it takes about 3 months from sitting down, writing, to sending it off to the publisher. I know I need quiet time, no interruption. Often this is between 3 a.m. and 8 a.m. in the morning. That's the best time for me. So I get up and I know that when the morning actually starts, I have written another chapter. It's my most creative time. I plan that for the winter season between November and end of January, because that's the time where I can actually take time off and write books. Second, how do I get started? First of all, the guide to get started is this here. That's what I got years ago from Lit Publishing. It's called My Next Book. A very nicely done guide on how to write your next book. And this thing is kind of like next to my computer. It sits there and every now and then I pick it up and jot down an idea that I just had for a next book. That kind of brings me to the question of when to involve the publishers. Well, I do it different as compared to what I'm being told to do. I take the risk of first writing and then contacting the publishers. But that requires, I would say, quite some trust between myself and the publisher. With all my books, I sent them with a full script, and with very, very little changes, it got accepted to be published. So it's easier for me just to go ahead, write it, and then show it and say, look, is that something we can publish? And For me, it has worked that way quite well. The plan. Once actually I've written the manuscript, and I've contacted the publisher, they actually create a plan, and that's very, very helpful to have. Let me show you what this thing looks like. So this is the plan that I got for all of my books. It says when I have to return the script, when they do the first copy editing of the book, and then when they do the detailed text editing, all of that is nicely put down in a schedule. And for me, it's easy just to follow that schedule, because then I know we will get there in time. And everybody can prepare to be ready when it's their own time. What do I write about? It actually comes. If I look for it, I won't find it. It hides itself. So it's kind of like a moment in time where you just get the idea, and then I've learned to write it down. The initial idea often changes during the writing. That's no problem at all. The challenge is to fix it before you actually start large part of the work. For me, playing golf has helped me to clear my mind, and often the idea actually came during playing golf. So when you are relaxed and do something else, I think the best ideas actually come.